Good morning, everyone. Today we are on sketch 11 of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. And the sketch is by CC. It's either Inez or Inez. I'm not sure which. But it's one of those words like, names, I guess. I should say. One of those names like I'm just not quite exactly sure how to pronounce it. But today I am scrapbooking my second oldest grand, and she was a cheerleader last year in middle school, and I'm not sure if they were practicing this day or if they were actually cheering. And it's really hard to get information sometimes from the kid. And but I did get, it was so funny because she was trying to send me a text with the name of her school, and it's Tolls. But every time she sent it, it corrected it into Towels. So it was like such a funny thing going on between us. And she's actually at a different school this year. So anyway, she only decided to cheer for 1 year. She said she just liked hockey better. So, or not hockey. She liked soccer better. Hockey, where did that come from? So anyhow, I think I have all my parts cut out here. And I've also, to make sure that I had the right color red, I did gut the middle of my paper and actually put it on textured, which I wish I would have paid attention to that. I wouldn't use textured. And anyhow, so I've gutted it off center because the one side has more of the red showing. And actually, when my sketch, I am flipping. So the right will be on the left and the left will be on the right. So anyway, I am using a border strip, and this is from the Bella BLVD. It's fundamental of football, and so I'm using the border from here, and I used this border yesterday. So I did cut off two of the little, what do you call them, scallops, and because otherwise it would have been too long. And I thought about just cutting it the right length, but it's like I think I'd rather see a little bit of it missing rather than it just chopped off in half. So I'm doing it this way. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and, well, actually I think I want to put it just a little bit off the red, and I'm just going to eyeball it. And this, and I already know that this is going to need some glue because the other one did. So I might as well just go ahead and do that now. And I think I need to refill my glue. Okay. I'm kind of going, give a little dot in each scallop. Okay. So I'm just going to put it a little bit, leave just a little bit of red on it on this side. Okay, that should be good there. Okay. And then I have my black. Now, part of the reason how come I have not scrapbooked this yet is because I have a lack of patterned paper in a red, and I'd rather use patterns. You know, it's like I like to use patterns, but I realized none of my patterns looked like school. So or you know, like cheerleading or whatever. So I just thought, well, I'm just gonna use the solids and kind of dress it up a little bit. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna slightly overlap that. Oh, and if I can line it up. Okay, and where's my invisible ruler? See if I can make sure it's straight. Looks like it's straight. Okay. And oh yeah, and I did the red paper was still kind of flimsy, and so that's why I went ahead and put it on white. Sometimes you don't need to, but really seemed like it needed it. Okay, and then this is just offset in the picture, but I'm doing everything backwards and in high heels. Just like Ginger Rogers. Not really. I actually have on tennis shoes today. Usually I have on flip-flops. Okay, and this paper here, this is the only one I have that I can tell you what it is, I guess. Okay, it is the Simple Stories, and it is the color vibe, and it's birch white grid. So this side's birch and the other side's white, or the white grid, yeah. And so I thought this was perfect because it gave me a pattern, but it still looked like they might have this out on the ball field. So I am just overlapping this somewhat, and I'm gonna kind of guesstimate like how much is on that side and how much is over here, and then I am just lining up the grid because I can. I love it. That's one of the best things about having a grid is you already have something to line things up on. Okay, and then I have the red again. And I gotta figure out where I want this because I think it's about, oh, I want my title here. And I want to make sure it's all on the paper. So my red cannot come down too far. So I'm thinking about there, but let me double check. Now when I did this before, it's like I had the pictures going the same direction because here they're kind of facing this way and she's facing this way. So I still wanted that going on, but I looked and I had asked her this before, but she didn't send me what the mascot was, but I found out it was a white Bengal tiger. And I just happened to have this molded white Bengal tiger. I told you I make jewelry, and it's like I use charms and other things. And so this was one that I never used because I hadn't figured out how to plate it or give it a color that I wanted it to have. So I just happened to have a white Bengal tiger. It was like, how awesome is that? So I'm gonna put him here, and before he would have been looking off the page. So this way I have everybody looking towards the center. So I think that's about where I want that. And then I have some embellishments over here. So I think that's about, because I'm trying not to have too much of the black showing, but still have it like the sketch. So I'm gonna figure about right there. Okay. And this paper doesn't seem that lightweight, but if you cut the middle out of it, it surely is. became very lightweight. Okay, and again, I'm just lining it up with that grid. And I can probably, well, I think I have her, do I have her over there a little bit? Because I have these off the edge a little. Because I think I have her, or the tolls kind of above her. So I probably have it about right there. And then I'm going to have this here. Okay, I think that's about right there. Okay, so I'm going to tape her down. And I better have my ruler here. Okay, and I'm just kind of, now in the picture they only have, the sketch, they only have 2 pictures, but, and they look like they're probably 4x6s, but I have 3 smaller pictures, so, you know, you gotta make the sketch work for you, and I really love the sketch. I think it's perfect for this. It really looks cute with it. So I'm just leaving a little bit of space in between them. Okay, and then I'm gonna put tolls right up here. Oh, and I had to MacGyver an E. So the E, what letter did I use for the E? Oh, I used a number. I used a number 6 or number 9. It would have been the same. And I cut out the circle. Let's see if I can get it in here without losing my center. And it's like I've already MacGyvered all the C's into E's, so there was none to use. And this might be a little smaller, but oh well. Every page I've done after the first couple, it's like has had MacGyvered E's. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'll tell you, I can't believe that you just can't get a few more E's in everything. Because even when they have a lot of vowels, it seems like there's just still not enough E's. E's and A's. Well, and then I have my daughter, all her children, and her husband, their first names all start with an A. So that is a lot of A's used in my life. My scrappy life. I did buy a die set for alphabets, but it's like, I just don't think I had it enough to do that. Okay, so I've got that on here. And now I've got, I'm going to put this piece of foam right here because I am going to use these little flags that I had made previously. Oh, and I got one piece of, a little bit of glue there or something. So I'm going to stick this in here. I cut that V so that these would fit in there. Oh, I think I want this to be lower and this one to be higher. Okay, about like that. So I think I need to just go ahead and stick this down first because that way I know where they'll end up. Okay. And then I'll put a little glue on here and on the toothpick. And I was gonna make new ones today, but I thought, oh, these are close. I'm just gonna go ahead and use these. Okay, and this is gonna be my short one or tall one. Terry. Okay, I think I want it to be over a little bit. Oh, and now I've got glue everywhere. Okay, is that where it's supposed to be? I think it needs to slide up just a little bit. Okay, that should be fine there. Oh, and here's a little piece of glue. This takes lots of concentration. And I still mess it up. Okay. I guess they're going to overlap a little bit, which that's fine with me. Okay. Because I'm not moving it again. Okay. And these are either scraps or branding strips that I made the flags out of. Okay, and I gotta move them into my glue spot. Okay, I think they look good there. And then I punched out a circle from just a scrap piece of paper I had. So I'm just going to put that over top of it. And then I'm going to put my Bengal Tiger over that. And I'm just using the tacky glue because it will hold it. Okay, and right above her I've got a sticker from, it's from Maggie Holmes Flourish, and I got these when I was at Tuesday morning, and I'm using the one that says Moments to Remember because I thought this would be a moment to remember. Because it's middle school. And then from that Bella Boulevard football sticker sheet, I have these, and it's actually one that folds over, but I cut it in half. And I'm going to stick one right up here. I want it right up at the top. I'll put it right there. Okay. And then I'm going to stick one right on her picture to give a little more color. Okay. And then I have, oh, my little banner. And that's also from the same paper. I think this was some paper I had bought at Big Lots, and I bought like a whole pack. We were teaching card classes at the time, so I thought, well, I'm just going to buy the whole pack. We'll use it for card class. So we did use quite a bit of it for that time. And then from the Cricket store, I had printed these out, and it's a little the little cheerleading outfit. And it looks like I must have printed it on a scrap. Because I can see I have lines drawn on the other side. Okay, and so I'm going to just kind of tuck this in here. Because I think this is probably practice because I got on shorts and t-shirts. Okay, so I'm just going to let that overlap the picture. And there I go, dropping things over again. Okay, and I've got a little cheerleader flare that I made. And if you go to my store and you don't see what you're looking for in my store, just let me know and I'll put them in there, because I don't know if I have these in there or not. I think I do have some cheerleaders, but they might not be the same one. Okay, so I'm putting her there. And again, I'm just using the tacky glue because it seems like that works good. I know I've seen some people like just use the, where do I want this? Just use their ATG, and I'm sure that works well too. And these are the metal flat backs. Okay. Okay, and I can still see my glue. Oh, it's not really glued in that spot yet, I guess. I probably moved it around so much there might not be any glue behind it anymore. Okay, so I think that is it. And then when I talk to her, we'll do some journaling together when I see her, because I just have them come to see me and then we work on it, or I will go see her and we'll work on it. So that's it for today. We'll have close-ups at the end. And thank you for joining me, and have a wonderful day, and I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Bye-bye.